Hello, this is Nas Babar from NB Network Lessons. Today we're going to talk about IP address. IP address is a unique identifier which is basically assigned on every computer networking devices. On your laptop, on your iPhone, on your Android phone, on your Google phone, on your alarm system, on your Apple CarPlay, you name it. So every device has a IP address in order to communicate with each other. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and show you some basics and then gradually, slowly dive into and bisect the IP address later on. Not in this video. In this video, we're just going to introduce you and let you know or try to explain and that what exactly IP address, what the functionality is, what it does, and then gradually we will go ahead and dive into octets, binary numbers, and so forth. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. IP address is basically abbreviation for Internet Protocol. Internet Protocol address. So these are the protocols which are set by IEEE, and they're defined, and there are a lot of RFCs. You can Google them and you will know what I'm talking about. So basically the classic definition, like I earlier said, it's a unique identifier that allows information to be sent between two devices. So let's go back, I don't know, maybe, in a little bit, maybe 30 years, 40 years ago, when mail system, the regular mail system through post office was popular, and emails and texts, nothing was sent. You used to send a letter. So let's say Sam, who lives in Dallas, and his address is 123 XY Street, Dallas, Texas, 76531 is the zip code. And he has a friend who lives in Albany. His name is Tony, and his address is 5432 ABC Street, Albany, New York. So if Sam wants to send a picture to Tony, he gets an envelope, writes his source address, where he's shipping from on the top left, and the destination address, which is in Albany in the middle, goes to post office, buys a stamp and drops it in there. And then from there, post office takes it, sends it to another post office, say for example in Philadelphia, then to New York City, and then finally it reaches its destination to Albany. So now, if we kind of like do a comparison with IP address, you will understand that every IP phone also has an address. That IP phone or Android device or whatever device might be has a unique 32-bit IP address. In this particular case, I've chosen randomly an IP address. So in this case, the IP address of Sam's phone is 12.7.5.100. Like I said, it's a random IP. And then we move over to Tony. His iPhone IP address is 48.13.12.105. Now, if Sam wants to send a picture to Tony in Albany from Dallas, what he does is that he sends an IP packet. That IP packet has a header in there which has the source IP, in other words, source address, destination IP, in other words, Tony's destination IP, which is going to be on his iPhone, this IP right here, 48.13.12.105. He sends it to the internet. Internet takes a look at it. It says, okay, this is the source IP, this is the destination IP. I need to find a route to destination. So it sends it to a gateway in Philadelphia. From Philadelphia, it sends it to a gateway in New York City, and then it finally gets to Albany, and Tony receives the picture. Now, the only difference here is that when you send mail through regular post office, you're depending on the speed of truck, you're depending on the processing speed, you're depending on speed of airplane, but in case of internet, it's speed of light. So it's instant. So that's kind of like a high level of what IP address is in relation to your typical home address. So hopefully it'll give you kind of like a high level concept what IP address is and why do we need it. You know, it's just like a home address in form of an identifier. So just to get a little bit into IP address, it's basically a 32-bit binary number. So 32-bit binary number, it has 4 octets. So this is octet 1, this is octet 2, this is octet 3. So these octets right here, octets, if I can write, sorry for my bad writing, I'll try to fix it. But anyway, so let me just move over here. So these octets, so you have octets which have 8 binary numbers. And what are binary numbers? Binary numbers are nothing but ones and zeros. It's a series of 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, and they equate to a decimal number. So I'm hoping that on my next lecture, I'm going to go ahead and go into binary numbers, and I'll make it so simple for you. Don't be afraid. Binary numbers are nothing but series of ones and zeros. You arrange them in such a way that they translate to a decimal number. So we're going to talk more about it. We're going to bisect the IP address and show you more. Stay tuned. If you feel like that I need something to add in the video, I'm just amateur video starter, so I don't have top of the line cameras as of yet. But let's see, only time will tell where it takes me. But if you do like it, if you feel like that I need to improve something, please provide feedback. I would greatly appreciate it. I will see you next time soon with binary addresses and how to decode them into decimal and what's the relationship with IP address. Thank you so much for watching. You have a nice day. Bye.